chickens. So we are here for a 48-hour scramble vlog for Rainy Blue Reads her Get a Clue Readathon. But because I am a little bit chaotic and she's a little bit chaotic, I have been sick. I have been dealing with a bit of a sinus infection, and I'm finally, like, I'm not 100%, but like I'm starting, my focus is coming back, which is a good, it means I'm like not as chaotic as before. But I am reading Skander and the Phantom Rider by S.F. Stedman, and this is a book that I'm gonna save because the next book I'm reading, or the prompt, I'll explain. One of my bonus prompts is to read a book with a mostly blue, like up one color, and this is perfect because it's mostly a blue cover. It has like a couple of other characters, but it's mostly blue. So I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna come back to this at the end of Sunday night and come back to you. But the reason I picked this book up originally was because we are in the dining room, and the prompt for that has to be a book with like family dynamics or friend dynamics. And I've been struggle busing. I'll be very honest. I've been a bit of a struggle bus. So I'm going to put this book down and come back to it when I have a moment, which will probably be in a couple of days. But I am also listening to Fudge and Jory by Ellie Alexandra. I will attach a photo here. Cozy Mysteries series that has a lot of family and friendship dynamics. So I'm gonna listen to that tomorrow when I am done in painting. But I want to pick up something quick and short that will also work for the bonus prompt. So I'm gonna show you my options. Let me go get it. So I'm also trying to read down my ALA arc. So this one I just thought was cute. It is a really, really quick book. It's like not even 300 pages, but it's Theodore Dehursa and a Monstrous League of Monsters. And I think she kind of gets adopted by a group of monsters, and they like, or a group of hobgoblins adopts her, and now she has to like, it's kind of like her dealing with that. But it's so cute. I had this book for so long and I really want to put it in my classroom. Came out in July, and I think it will be a quick read, probably something that I need. I haven't finished anything like in a while. Like I have, but like I feel like I haven't finished a physical book in a while because I really haven't. So I'm gonna pick this book up. It is just under 245 pages, which means I can probably finish this, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. And then I'm also going to be reading Fudge and Jory. So this will technically count as my dining room book, and then eventually this will be the bonus book for the dining room, but I'm probably going to read this like Sunday night. The plans for the weekend is it's going to snow tomorrow. I'm going to kind of lay low tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot. And then Sunday I'm going to see the Captain America movie, which I think will be super fun as well, because I never go see a movie on opening weekend. And then I have a week off, and I think they'll be good. I always get sick the weeks I have off, like legit. Every single break we've had, except for one, I have been sick for. So I'm just going to try to like bring positive energy into next break. But so far this one, I am sick again. So yeah. But it's also like everything is going around. If you live like everything is going around. There's so much happening in my building, like sickness wise. So I'm glad it's just a sinus infection and not anything worse. So yeah, I'm gonna read, I don't know, maybe like the first 72 pages of this, maybe like halfway through. I'm gonna read like, I don't know, maybe I'll read, yeah, I think I'm gonna read up to chapter like 92. I'm probably gonna read Something Wicked This Way Comes, and then I will give you guys an update. But I am gonna finish this. The goal is to actually finish this book tonight. So I'm also watching the new Goosebumps series on Disney Plus, which will be my TV show for the day. And yeah, this is not a mostly green cover, which is unfortunate. But it is a new to me author. I don't know if it's sapphic. I don't know. I will have to look him up to see, you know, if he counts for any other bonuses. But that is where we are. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Friends, it's about mid-month scramble is about to start. So I am about 92 pages into Theodore Hedrick's and the Monstrous League of Monsters, and I'm having a really, really fun time with this book. It is super short. It is super cute. It is very, very tongue-in-cheek. And it's just a fun read. Like, it basically follows this main character. She was found on Halloween by a bunch of zombies and monsters, and there's a couple of rules that like humans can't know about monsters, but they feel bad and they kind of just keep her. And as she gets older, she kind of becomes a part of their family. Now she's going to school. She has a best friend who's a human, and they're having some, you know, some adventures together. They have a really like unlikable like headmaster, and it's just really, really fun to read. Like, I will probably finish this in the next hour. It is like 7 o'clock, so it's a very, very quick read, but I'm like about 100 pages in. I'll probably give you like one more update when I get up to page like, maybe when I get up to page like 200, I'll give you guys like an update or something. I don't know, but I'm having a really, really fun time with it. It's quick, it's digestible, it's not that fast, and I will definitely finish this for today. Like, I'll finish it relatively soon, and then I think I'm going to move on to some quicker things. I have some graphic novels that I have to return to the library, but yeah, I'll give you guys an update when I get up to page maybe like 150, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll give you an update when I get up to page like 200, I guess.
Good day going to movies tomorrow.
Yes, 200. So I'll give you an update when I read like this much more. And I don't know who's going to be sprinting today, but I'm excited. I'm really not going anywhere. We apparently are supposed to get some snow. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go read a bit more, and I'll give you guys an update when I have it. But yeah, I should be able to finish this by like 9 or 10. That's the goal. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. I did wind up finishing actually 2 things. So for my dining room book, I did wind up finishing Thora Hendricks and the Monstrous League of Monsters, and I had a really, really fun time with this book. I think that if you have super reluctant readers that don't like reading a lot of words, and you're still in the getting into chapter book stage, but you still do want pictures, I think this is a fun read. I think it was quick. I think it had fun found family dynamics, and I think it just is a very, very tongue-in-cheek writing style, so I think that kids would relate. I'm a middle school teacher, and a lot of this stuff was just fun and cute and adorable, and I had a fun time with it. I gave it like 3.75 stars, but definitely for reluctant readers, I would give it a recommendation. And then I read my first book for Mid-Month Scramble for Rainy Blue Reads, which basically is like you try to read short things. So I read Sirens and something. Sirens, Sugar Cookies and Sirens. So I'll attach a photo of that here. To readathons because they're so quick and they're so like digestible. But this was a fun series. It's fun. It was like perfect for Valentine's Day. It basically is like a theft that happens, and they're like, I've read like 5 of these at this point, but they're all like baking mysteries, but also like not murder. None of these so far have had murder. They've all had like kidnapping, but no murder. So if you're looking for a cozy mystery series that doesn't dive into the gruesome, maybe check this one out. I think it was fun. I think it was quick, and I don't think it was like made a big impression, but the characters aren't that memorable like other cozies I've read, but I did have a fun time with it. So we're gonna roll 2 books because I always need to be listening to something and reading something, and I just like making spinner wheels. I'm gonna be really, really honest. So I have a bunch of stuff on here. I'm gonna take you off my tripod. Actually, I'm gonna turn this camera off, and we're gonna roll twice, and then I'm gonna choose the book that fits the best. So yeah, I'm gonna roll for an audiobook, and then I'm gonna roll for a physical book. Okay, so I have to read a book that is 330 pages or less. Okay. And what's the other one? All right. Okay, I have some thoughts, so let's chat about it. What I'm going to do with my audiobook, I'm going to pick up my Lady Cardcastle series, The Assassination on the Agenda, and I've literally had this book out from KU since I got it, so I'm going to take that. So I'm going to attach a photo here. Books, and then I think my physical book, because I have to return this to the library like relatively soon, is Cat on the Hero's Lap, and I don't read a ton of manga, but it's really, really short. Like, this one is like very, very short, so I think I'm gonna pick this one up and just see how I feel. I am also watching Goosebumps, and I might craft a little bit. It's also supposed to snow, but snow here, sometimes we get a lot of snow, sometimes we don't. So this is what I think I'm gonna read, and then I'm gonna try to read a volume of this, and then I'm gonna read go diamond paint for a little bit, finish my crafting project that I'm working on, so I can like get ahead of that. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go finish the crafting project that I have with my diamond painting, and then I'm gonna pick up this, and I'm just gonna kind of flash through and finish this so I can put this in my library hold stack. And this will be a quick listen read as I'm like watching stuff on TV. So yeah, that is the plan. So this will be a short book that I devour. I've heard really, really good thing. Leandra from Leandra's TBR0 recommended it. I think it will be fun to read it for this reading challenge because she's like my teammate. So she's the host on the team that I'm on. So I will talk to you guys when I have an update on this or Assassination on the agenda, either one, but most likely this because this one will be the quicker one. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. That I could work with. And I'm back. I did wind up switching my audiobook just because it was already on my TBR. And even if I don't finish it like this weekend, I will probably finish it early next week. So I'm reading Fudge and Jory. I will attach a photo here. It does have a murder in it, so it will count for extra bonus points, which I really haven't been doing the best job doing this whole month. So that is the murder mystery I am reading currently, and it's the 4th or 5th book in the Ellie Alexander series. This takes place at like a fudge competition. I have read all the other books in the series and they're really, really fun. It also has a strong family dynamic and I'm having a fun time with it. I did wind up finishing Cat on the Hero's Lap, and I don't think this was a Laura book. I think that it's very like battle focused, and I get really, really bored in like battle books just because it bores me. I think that it was a fun concept. Basically the concept is that they're going on adventures, but he finds this cat, and this cat keeps sitting in his lap and kind of interrupting his battle, and that's really, really it. And it just was like the battle would get interrupted. You didn't really know much about the characters. I only gave this book 3 stars. I don't think I'm going to continue, which is upsetting, but that's okay. It was a quick read. So as you saw in a clip that I should have attached, I have to read a book that's under 200 pages. So I'm going to pick up Frank Miller's Pandora, and I got this at Comic-Con, and I have no idea what this book's about. But when I saw it, I saw that it was super pretty. So yeah, I'm going to read this. This will be the next thing that I'm going to read. And honestly, I'm just going to focus on reading what I want this week. So if I get burnt out on reading short things, because I really don't like short things. They like bore me a little bit. But I made a goal with myself. I would at least read 5 things before like I move on to like reading a little bit of longer things. So I've read Sirens in this. I read Cat on the Hero's Lap. This will be my 3rd thing that I'm reading for Midrush Madness, and I just hope that I like it. I bought this. It's very, very pretty, but I don't really know a lot about it. So this will be the next thing that I'm going to read, and then I will give you guys an update when I'm done with it. I am probably at some point, I am going to go diamond paint a little bit more tonight and maybe make a bit more progress on that. But yeah, so I do struggle with short things. But yeah, so graphic novel will be fine. So yeah, this I only gave 3 stars to, but I've had it out for the library for like a month, so I can return it now and be okay with it. And I don't know, I just need, if I'm gonna read like a graphic or manga series, it has to have a little bit more character development and be less war-based, because even in regular reading, I don't love war stories. So yeah, thanks for the rec, Leandra. This one just didn't hit as much for me, and that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Pandora, and I will give you an update when I am done, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know. I have no idea what this is about, but yeah, I bought it, and I'm gonna go read it, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts at the end. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Okay, this is something I can work with. Let's chat. Friends, I'm back. So I did wind up DNFing a few things. I wound up DNFing for good Pandora by Frank Miller. I don't know why I picked this up at Comic-Con. I just thought it looked cute, and the art style looked really, really cool when I saw it, but I just don't think it's for me. So I'm gonna DNF this, and I'm trying to like read through all my Comic-Con books that I got. So this is a DNF, which means I didn't count it for the readathon, but I can take it off my shelf, which is exciting. And then I read like 40 pages of Sailor Moon and decided to put that down because I wasn't feeling it. And I struggle to read short things, but then I picked up Eden of Witches, which I got from Comic-Con this year. And I read this and I really liked it. I'm going to give this book like 3.75 stars. This follows a girl. She is a witch. Witches are very, very like non-negotiable. Like you don't want to be a witch. But in the other places in this society, they don't know how to grow things. So it's a pretty it's a little bit of a chumpy story, but basically she has to like run away from her family and stuff like that, or not like run, you know. She's a witch. Witches are not allowed in the society, and she has to kind of run away. But I liked it. I gave this book 3.75 stars, and I might see if my library has the other ones. So yeah. This is 2 books off my TBR, which is really, really great. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a physically reading break because I want to read these 2 books before I move on and like maybe read like a book with like words in it or something. But I want to read Unordinary by Yu Chen. This is a webtoon, and I'll be honest, my experience reading webtoon books are not the greatest. And technically this is over 300 pages, and the roll that you just saw has me under 300 pages, but I do want to see if I like this. I definitely do better when it's colored because I think I follow the stuff a little bit more, but I also want to read the Wing Club Welcome to Magic. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this, put this stuff on my shelf, and you know, I also have not been keeping up with books I'm buying, which I should probably do because I'm going to go shopping at some point this week with my friends. So yeah, that is 2 books off my TBR and 2 books that I would like to read. I also downloaded a bunch of stuff on my Kindle that I want to read as well. I'm really in like a mystery mood. So I'm going to take a little bit of time now that I set up my diamond painting. And I think I'm just going to listen to a little bit more of my audiobook. And then I'm going to give Unordinary a shot. I picked this up at Comic-Con. And it is colored, which is good. It's easier for me to follow. And I also have pictures. Ooh, this is cool. So yeah, I think I'm going to read this next tonight and see how far I could get. And then I think I'm going to read the Wing Club. I think I have another one of these 2 on my shelf. So yeah. And then I'm going to read my audiobook as well. So my audiobook will probably take me like all weekend, but it will definitely be able to get submitted. So yeah. But yeah, I DNF'd this and I like this. So we're on a good track. All right, I'm going to go do a little bit of diamond painting and I'll come back when I have an update for you. Time check, it is 7:43. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Quick check-in, I'm back. I'm making my way through all the books that I got like at the events that I went to this year. So I did find finishing Unordinary by Lior Chan. I don't know what I said I was reading, but this one was fun. I think that I sometimes struggle with webtoons because I think that they're a little bit longer, but it makes sense because they're supposed to be episodic, and I did like this one. I was probably going to give it like 3 stars for a review. I picked this up at Comic-Con, so it's one of my Comic-Con reads. And another book off the TBR. I might bring this to work and just like put it in my classroom, or I might list it on Pingo, but I had a fun time with this and gave it 3 stars. Basically, it's like a super-powered society where our main character does not apparently have powers. So, I'm not going to roll for this one just because I want to read this. I want to read the Wings Club Welcome to Magic. I actually have 2 volumes of this, so I think I'm probably just going to like make these the last 2 that I read for this. And then I'm going to roll and try to pick something that's like an actual novel, because as I said, if I read too many graphic novels, I do sort of get a little bit burnt out. I'm also still reading Fudge and Jory. I'm like 40% into that. I want to finish that at some point today. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm also watching The Night Agent on Netflix. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to finish these 2, like this volume. So I'm like 40 pages in. And I want to finish this. I remember I started reading this like at some point for another readathon, and then I got distracted and stopped. This would also be good for a book with like friendship dynamics, but yeah. So I'm gonna go finish the rest of this, and then I think I'm gonna craft for a little bit, just so I can kind of like not be sitting, because that's what happens. But I said a lot, so when I'm home. But yeah, we're supposed to go see Captain America today. It's supposed to be like a really, really bad snowy week, which either happens when I'm at school or I'm at home, and it always happens when I'm at home, because then we don't get snow days. But yeah, I finished this. I gave this 3 stars. I'm gonna read this. I did download some stuff on my Kindle that is like shorter reads that are like actual like written like, you know, like short novellas and such. but I just want to finish this series. My goal is to kind of make it through all the books that I got at Comic-Con before I go back. So I actually have like a little bit of time, but we're getting closer to ALA. ALA's in June. I think it's actually go on sale this week. So, all right, I'm gonna make my way through this, and when I'm done with this, I will give you guys an update. I mean, the only one that I really liked that I read in this vlog so far was The Witches, the Eden of Witches, but nothing else has really hit. So yeah, hopefully I find something that I really like. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey book check-ins, I'm back. I just want to do a bit of an update. I did want to finishing volume 1 of the Winx Club, and I didn't really like it. I think that sometimes I just struggle with short things, and I really struggle with reading graphic novels physically because I get really confused about where I'm supposed to be reading. So I'm actually gonna DNF the series, and I have both of them, but I think I'm just gonna put these in my classroom. I think the kids will get a kick out of these. Any of the graphic novels that I wasn't a super big fan of, I am just gonna put in my classroom. It was fun. I think I definitely like the TV show a little bit better, but only gave this one 2.75 stars. So, and then I wound up reading another series that I just found because it was like I was looking for something quick. So pick up the Cold Fire Curse, and it's right here. This is the photo. Definitely the standout of the video. Like, I really like this one quite a bit. I gave this book 4 stars. It's about dragons on a quest. It really gave me Wings of Fire vibes, which is probably where it came from, and I had a fun time with it, and I gave it 4 stars. And then I quickly went into volume 2. I think it's called The Night Hunt. I'll attach this photo here. And I gave that one 4 stars, so I had a really fun time with those. They're really quick. They're just like, again, they're super fast. I can't really say too much, but I did have a fun time with it, and I wound up reading that. So I'm kind of burnt out on short things, and this is kind of what always happens. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to read something with like words, like just like a regular novel, and see if I can kind of get maybe one more thing read, or just to kind of see. Or I'm gonna go back to my bonus book. I'm gonna go back to Scander. And just kind of see how I'm feeling, because eventually I'm probably going to need to finish that relatively sooner rather than later. I'm also still reading Fudge and Jory. I also went to go see the new Captain America movie, which is really good, but I really would like to focus on something that has words, because it's been a bit since I read that. I'm also watching Night Agent, or reading Night Agent. So yeah, I'm gonna go read something, and when I make some progress on something, I will give you guys a bit of an update. But know that the only highlights of this vlog so far were the Dragons books, so everything else that I've read really has not been hitting. So I'm gonna go back to long form content, and if I can get something else finished by the end of the evening, I will try to. If not, I'm just gonna dive into my bonus book. So I will talk to you guys when I have an update for you. Bye. Friends, I'm back. So I did wind up finishing Fudge and Jory by Ellie Alexandra. I'm gonna attach a photo here. 5 in the Ellie Alexandra Baking Mystery Series. It's probably one of the better cozy mystery series that I've read recently that I'm really invested in and I like to keep reading. So that's good. This one was set around like a chocolate competition, and it was fun. I really liked it. So for this readathon, I did wind up reading a bunch of things. It was the second audiobook I listened to. So the first thing that I finished was a room book, and that was Theo Hendrix's The Monstrous League of Monsters. And I gave this book, 4 stars. I liked it. It was more like 3.75, but I had a fun time with it. Thought it was quick. I think it's great for reluctant readers, so I read this. And then I read from Sirens and something. I would have attached the photo at some point in this vlog. I gave that 3 stars. It was a fun, cozy mystery series that I am enjoying. And then I had a bit of a issue. I read a couple of DNFs, and then I DNF'd a couple of things, but I wound up DNFing Pandora by Frank Miller. I just wasn't really in the mood for this. And then I wound up DNFing Sailor Moon. I'm going to still keep it on my TBR because that was a gift from someone. And then I read Unordinary and gave this book, 3.75 stars. I am probably just not going to review these in my wrap up because I don't want my wrap up to be too long. But this one was 3.75. And then this one was 2.75. And this was a DNF. I didn't even read it. And then Eden of Witches, I gave 4 stars too. This is probably my second favorite of the series. And then I also read 2 books of that Dragon series that I would have attached at some point. So yeah, that was my mid-year scramble. I don't really do well with reading short books. I think I have an issue because I like long form content and long form stories. So reading like short stuff like that for like a weekend doesn't always work just because I don't enjoy them as much. But I had to like give my time some points, so I read more than I normally would in short things. But yeah, I have off for the week, so I'm excited to kind of dive into that stuff as well. So yeah, I will talk to you guys for my next vlog, which I'm gonna go set up now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, you're not gonna see these in like a wrap up. You may, I don't know, I may like just pop them in there, but they're really, really short, and I felt like I kind of expanded my thoughts. I don't never feel like I have enough to say about graphic novels, but maybe in my wrap up I'll just say the series I'm thinking of continuing, the ones that I'm not, so maybe that's. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks Randy for hosting the chaos, and I'll talk to you guys soon.